The first picture you see here is basically just a title page for Ralph Records, or as we call it a lot of times, Ralph Records, because what we deal with here is much more just recording and much less records as such, because we do video and audio recording. You can see here most of our records. The records are all categorized. About half of them are rock albums, but the entire bottom shelf is made up of jazz albums, classical music, movie soundtracks, old vintage recordings, foreign records. We have a lot of foreign records. We've really gotten into a lot of the foreign albums, particularly Chinese music, and rhythm and blues music, and electronics, albums, and avant-garde music. A pretty wide selection, actually. We have just about everything, or a representative of everything. Also, we have a stereo system here and tape deck. You can see the tape deck. And it feeds a system of speakers that goes out the top floor, throughout the top floor, and is controllable by a series of switches, which allows you to select rooms in which you want to put stereo music into. And those two boxes are video tape recorders. We've been showing tapes and taping things off of the regular television networks. The telephone you see there is really the central telephone of a system of 5 phones that we have. We're thinking of installing a 6th, and we have an intercom system that also works through the telephone. The jukebox is across the room from the 45 records that you saw earlier. It holds 100 of our favorite 45s and plays for free, which gives it a lot more play than it would be otherwise. The dog that you can see on the top is a toy, life-size stuffed collie that we picked up about 2 years ago. One of our favorite records that is on the jukebox is our very own record. I just threw this in here to show off a little bit. The baby's picture that you can see in the upper right is the very same picture that we used to do our Valentine cards last February. Well, now we're moving further back, reaching the part of the building that we generally call the graphics area. It's where most of the silk screening and other general projects are done. The chicken wire that you see is paper mache work that's going on now for the movie that you've heard about. The mannequin's leg with Flipper and the dog sign is a bit of Homer's sense of humor. Located off the graphics area is the dark room. You can see the new enlarger toward the rear. Next room we have here is the office. The office is where Jay takes care of most of the business end of our little company. Jay has his degree in business, and it's really come in handy in keeping the books all straight. In fact, Jay's just completed our income tax, and we've lost so much money with our business this year that we're getting a refund of over $3,000. At the end of the hall, right outside his door, is this lovely little setting. It's a painting is one of mine that I did down in San Mateo. And we turn right here and go down the rear stairs. And the first room that we'll come to is the control room. The control room is really where a lot of the work for the audio and video recording gets done. You can see the tape recorder. It's particularly the one with the big reels. That's the new one that I told you about. And that's the one I'm working on right now, doing this as a matter of fact. And this is where we record all the music, and you can see in a window toward the left side in the back 2 television monitors where we monitor our video work, and that's a window there with glass in it, and it looks into the audio studio on the other side. And now then, we're looking back into the control room again, only we're looking from the studio side. And now all I have to do is to pull back a little bit more so you can see the studio. And there's a full shot of the actual audio studio. On the right-hand side, you can see the organ. In the center is the window that we were just looking through. And over to the left-hand side, you can see part of a drum sticking up there. We have some rather large drums. Also on the left side, toward the bottom, so if sticking out of the bottom of the picture, you can see a TV camera. It looks like a black box on a tripod. And if we can pull around to look behind the camera at the little TV monitors that's built into the camera, we can get an idea of what's on the other side. Now this is the back of the camera, and you can see something on the screen. You can't really tell much about it, but what it is part of the set for the movie that we're right on the verge of getting started on finally. But I can give you a better view of that. As you can see now, perhaps it's a bridge. There's a shopping cart out there, so you can get an idea about what size it is, and you can see how the floor is painted and everything. The bridge, well, there's not much I can say about the bridge without really going a lot into the movie, which I don't really think I have enough tape to do at this time. I'll give you an idea how confusing the movie will probably look, though. I've got another picture here. This one, taken from the bridge itself, looking down onto the floor, and probably won't be able to make much out of it, because I have a hard time making much out of it myself. But that's really about all the tour. That's virtually, except for some pretty spacious storage areas downstairs too. That's about all we have in the building. Hope you have a clear understanding of what it is, and what Ralph Records and Residence Unincorporated and all that's all about. But now it's time to say goodbye, I suppose.
Goodbye!